Hello and greetings, mentees. Well, thank you so much for joining in and listening to this video. I just want to welcome you guys for being a part of this mentorship program. So the mentorship program is called Next Step Forward. And the reason why we named it that was just because prior to being part of the mentorship program, you learn everything that you need to begin answering the phones, right? So you learn the technological piece, which is learning Git Care and in contact and learning the basics of being a community resource specialist. And then after that, you're kind of just set to get on the phones. So now it's next step into being a better community resource specialist. So next step forward, okay? All right. And so in this video, I'm going to go over some of the guidelines, Mentee guidelines, and then just go over the web page for you guys. All right. So let's just take some time to review the Mentee guidelines. All right. So number one, for mentees, a lot of times when you think of a mentee, you think of you don't necessarily think of the mentee of being the one that's actively seeking the assistance. You think of the mentor as the one reaching out. But in reality, mentees are the ones that are getting most of the information. Therefore, you should be the ones reaching out and asking for assistance. The only way that this program is going to help out is if you actively reach out and you take initiative in the relationship. So number one is take the initiative in the relationship, right? Email, call, or message your mentor first, right? So after this video or while you're watching this video, reach out to your mentor. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? Hey, I'm your mentee. Hey, whatever, right? You could suggest topics to discuss about. Ask for what you need, right? Your mentor is not going to know what you need unless you actually ask for it, okay? It's number one. Number two, ask questions and share, share, share. All right? So bring your questions, your confusions, your concerns, and your problems to your mentor or to your supervisor, really. But if you have some questions that's related to a call and maybe your supervisor is gone, or maybe you believe that this is something that your mentor can handle, or whatever the case might be, you just go ahead and you bring those questions and those confusions to your mentor, but also bring successes and alternatives and ideas. Reach out to your mentor and say, I'm really happy about myself. I just got through the suicide call and I think I did a great job, right? Mentors like to hear that. Same with supervisors. We like hearing about those positive interactions with those colors. So don't be afraid to reach out to your mentor, reach out to your supervisor, reach out to to other community specialists and say, I'm pretty proud of myself. I just handled this call really well. Okay. Um, Communication is key. So you need to be clear about what you need. You need to ask for information and for advice if it's appropriate, right? But you need to communicate. Again, we're not going to know, your mentor, your supervisor is not going to know what you need unless you ask for it, right? All right, and then keep an open mind to problem solving. Um, be open to discussions and constructive alternative ways to handle teaching and professional responsibilities. Be open to constructive criticism. So perhaps you reach out to your mentor and you tell them, your problem, and you tell them what you did, and they say, I probably wouldn't have done that. Be open to that feedback. Don't let that knock you down. I know sometimes feedback can knock people down, but allow that to empower you to do better the next time around, okay? Next, practice active listening. So active listening is not you just being quiet and not doing, it's not just you being quiet, right? Active listening is you not messing with your phone, not typing on your keyboard, not thinking about what you're going to do and when you get off of work. Active listening is actively listening to what an individual is saying. We do this or supposed to be doing this when we are speaking to our inquiries or clients. So you should be doing the same with your mentor and vice versa. Your mentor should be actively listening to you, um, and so on and so on. Okay. And lastly, we want to make sure that we maintain confidentiality. This is incredibly important. Okay. So what your mentor says to you should not be said to other people, right? If they say something that is personal, then you shouldn't be going to another community resource specialist and saying it. Now, if you are concerned about your mentor, maybe you don't agree with what they had said to you. You can then come back to your supervisor and say, hey, such and so said this. I'd like to get your opinion. That's fine, but we want to avoid going around and telling other people's, secrets and stuff like that. Um, and I want to go back and reiterate the take the initiative in the relationship. We There is time carved out for everyone to communicate, but it's not enough time. In order, we want people to communicate on a weekly, daily, whatever works for you, preferably daily or by, every other day basis, right? So if that means, you just going ahead and sending a message saying, hey, how you doing? I had a great day today, or whatever the case might be, as long as you're keeping in some type of communication, the mentors will have 20 minutes at the end of your one-on-one session to talk with you every month for the next 3 months. But again, that's not enough. You also have your 2 assignments. You have one assignment that's going to be your meet and greet. So you'll have the 30 minutes to an hour to talk to your mentor, and then you have the movie assignment. After the movie assignment, you'll have 30 minutes to an hour to talk to your mentor again. Again, that's not enough. So you really have to work in some time as well. Okay. All right. So now let's just focus on the web page. So this web page may change because again, this program is in its infant stages, but the basis will be the same, right? You'll have a link to the CRS main page on AIRS. You'll have the Mentee application and mentor application, and then you'll have a description of our expectations, who is a mentor, who is a mentee, what is the purpose of next step forward, things of that sort. And then below you'll have the guidelines, your first assignment. So as you can see, the first assignment for mentors and mentees are split. If you're listening to me right now, you're probably already in your first assignment. To get to this page, this is already connected to your thread, your Teams thread. So you can find this page on Teams, which I'll show in a second. But I'm just going to show you how to access the first assignment. All you're going to do is click on the first assignment, and boom, there you go. Okay, and then the second assignment is the meet and greet. That's when you're going to get 30 minutes to an hour to talk to your mentor. The third assignment is the American Winters. That's the movie that you will be watching, and this movie is amazing. It talks about the lives of several different families that are going through financial strife, similar to our callers, and you will have a moment, you'll have a 30 minutes to an hour to talk to your mentor about this movie, which I think is super important. And then we have the 2-in-1 Virginia quick learning sessions. Some of you have already taken this, whereas others have not, but these are, if you ever want to go back and review them, these are the 5 and 10 minute videos that talk about LIHEAP, vital records, what is 811, and so on and so on, okay? So there may be some more additional assignments added on. If there are additional assignments, I will keep you guys up to date. I promise that. I do want to quickly say, to find the website, you're going to go to the mentor mentee thread, and you'll see right there where it says next step forward. If you don't see this this little link right here, it might be compiled into, might have maybe compiled into multiple little links, but it's there. Any which way, thank you so much for viewing this training or this video. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to me or your supervisor. Have a good one.